Hello, everybody. Oh, wait. Ooh, okay. Someone's having a very interesting discussion right now in the Drawbox. Lieutenant General with Uncomfy just kind of talking about the weird kind of paradoxical treatment of doing assignments over and over again, trying to learn, yet being comfortable with making mistakes. Which I think is just great. I like seeing those develop because looking at those conversations help you learn, you know, the methods and mentalities behind that all. But yep, hello everybody, hope you're having a great, what is it, Tuesday so far, July 2nd, July 4th is just around the corner, everybody. We will not be streaming tomorrow, or I'm a bit worried because I may not be able to stream July 4th, and that would actually greatly upset me, which means 2 days of no streaming. And I really don't want that, but we'll see. And also, we're gonna count how many constructions we've done today, because we are technically pretty much close to done with lesson 4. Yeah, 4 pages of drawings that are purely constructional and 6 with texture if I wish. So a total of 10. So actually we may not be as, I mean, I think we've done 10, but I may dance around, you know, with ones that I actually, I kind of, because like I wanted to do what I did for lesson 3, which is like submit only what I think is only me, like no demos. So we'll see. In fact, I'm really curious. I've already warmed up, by the way. Boom. Yeah. So we're gonna do a shorter warm up, like a 5-minute warm up, just to get myself in the vibe again, because I was looking at Discord for a bit, you know. But first, we're actually gonna open this up and look in the mystical binder, the Drawbox binder, and kind of look at everything so far. So yeah, we have our wasp construction, which we're gonna finish up today. The Tarantula hawk. We have our wolf spider, which I'm pretty happy with. The Sternocera, the head was a bit smaller. We have, can't remember what this was. Was this a wasp? Can't remember. Interesting. This was definitely a wasp. Definitely wasn't happy with the bottom on this though. Our lobster, which I was very happy with, but we used a lot of cross hatching. Our shrimp. And then I think the rest are just pure demos. We have the fly demo, the black widow, scorpion, the louse, and the wasp. And then our 2 organic contours. Cool. Which honestly I feel like I could do better at, but who cares? I always tell myself that with my organic contours. So let's see. We're going to put these back carefully. I want to divide them up. So we'll do just so far non-demo wise, which we have quite a few. Or sorry, demo wise. Oh, well, that's weird. I meant like quite a few as in like not many. Interesting. We have 2 textured. 1, 2. With plenty of ink smears. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only have 7 non-demo ones. So we ought to do more. Is that including this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so 7. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just completely, I'm very like vacant today. Jeez. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we have 7 so far. 2 textured, meaning we have the majority of the 4 untextured ones. Now am I happy with those untextured ones? We'll see. I feel like I've learned a bit between like the Sternocera. I mean, it was okay. It's just the head's obnoxiously small, which angers me so deeply. But it's about doing the assigned amount of homework, right? Uncomfy literally just said this, the assigned amount of homework, not necessarily that. And yeah, demos are cool and stuff, but I don't like my hand being held in terms of that. Because that totals to 12, so we're well beyond the necessary. I think we're missing a textured one or 2, but who cares? And ultimately, like if we're gonna count the ones I actually liked, which isn't the goal, but you know, we have this one, and then I don't like the shrimp too much texture-wise, so we only have 2 textured, 2 untextured, practically. Which means we need 4 more textured and 2 more, not including our wasp, 2 more. So actually, yeah, we still have quite a bit cut out for us, but we're gonna march through it. We're gonna do it. And I think we need to like vary up the insects, right? Anyways, we have stuff to do today, so let's finish up our warm-up, our 5-minute warm-up. and then get to it. Hope you're all having a good one. I definitely have a great day today, even though I was working. I think it was just a good culmination of things. I got sleep, I had food. And yeah. I kind of want to do a bunch of, what's it called? That was not what I was going for. I meant to, like, rotate it like this in my head. Just kind of doing contours of these forms, right? So yeah, I want, like... I like how my brain immediately associates it with now being like tilted away from me, even though this literally has no bearing. I just assumed that's kind of like the X dimension, right? It was a bit off. Should have been a bit more to the right, but... I'm gonna start trying to mess... Oh, we should have like double lined that here. It's a good practice. Anyways, kind of like... like a weird sausage form, like a peanut form almost. I feel like we actually should have started with the contours like this round. It's okay. And then what we could do here is, I kind of wanted the middle to be lighter, so what we'll do... go down here. Like so. I like this. It's a bit fun. And then we could even do these. Oop. It's kind of fun, right? I did not follow that contour right there, did I? Yeah, it's still kind of fun. Yeah, I like it. What if I made it really wide for no reason? Oh, that should have stayed down, I think. So it looks pretty cool. Oh, that should have, I focused too much on the contours. It should have probably been like this. Or maybe wider, I don't know. Because that's really wide, so yeah. Oops. Anyways, that's enough of our quick warm-up now, because yeah, I already did this side earlier. So I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, interesting. We have... So yeah, we had, let's just write it down right here to help us mentally, right? Because we had... Let's see this, we had the 2 untextured. And 2 textured. And then we have this new one, right? Which is, we can decide either there, so. And we need a total of 4 textured, untextured. And 6 textured. So. And we can kind of decide where this one goes. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it earlier, and I guess my brain just kind of blanked. When do I do this? When do I do this? I'm gonna start doing that. I kind of like it actually. But we'll see. Actually, yeah, that's just the tiniest bit of weight and visual weirdness. Anyways, okay. Oh my gosh. So, this nets to 10 and we have 5. So we're halfway there, right? And we can kind of choose whichever batch this one goes to. And technically it should go to this one looking at it, but I say we do all of ours, this is what I was going to say earlier. I say we do all of them untextured and then we choose which ones we want to texture. I mean, it's optional texture, so we don't even have to, but right. Yeah. So the fact that we're only halfway is kind of surprising. But we've been putting a lot of effort into this, and only halfway in the terms. I mean, we're done if we include our demos, but come on, come on. What do you think? Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. We ain't no demo doing. No, oh, not again. That is not good. Not good at all. Why does this keep happening? I guess I need to reinstall some drivers for a camera. Here, we'll be right back. Or maybe this is an OBS thing. Whoa, it's still freaking out. Why is this happening? If I whack it. This is so strange. Deactivate. Activate. Okay, there goes my... Oof, yikes. I still think it's glitched out. Yeah, it still is. Oh god, guys, this isn't good. Oh, maybe it's my wire. Because I do have an extension. Directly plugged in. Because we've had this... Did it? Maybe I need to change USB. Check this out. Of course, this only happens right when we start streaming, right? Please don't break it. Plugged it back in. Starting to think this is more of an OBS issue. There we go. Okay, that's looking a bit better. Let's... Okay, all of our settings look good. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, okay, so yeah, here's our wasp. Yeah, this is... Even by now, not looking the best, form-wise, but that's okay. We're gonna put our warm-up over here. We're going to put our warm-up pin back. Yeah, also today I've been shopping for some camera supplies to bring with me to Italy. My mentality is I'll spend a little bit more like on just recording and stuff because I'm only what are the chances of going to Italy again, right? Oh, geez. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Now someone's trying to breach my security account. New Jersey. Very interesting. Do I have to reset my password now? Is every distraction in the world happening just so... Huh. New Jersey, huh? Yeah, a minute ago. That's a very interesting mistake to make. Here, we're gonna fix this real quick, because that's a bit of a... not a good thing. Sorry for the sudden security breach. Notably, this is a bad password that I use for it, so I'm not surprised. I'm gonna fix this real quick. And we're gonna reset our password by generating a random one and saving it. Cool. Okay, problem solved. Woo. Always use randomly generated passwords, everybody. Above 8 characters, probably comfortably 12, right? Or even 16, because you're not remembering that. I just have them all written down on a little book. Yeah, sure, it takes a while, but... And I do save them to my devices, too. That's probably a vulnerability, right? But... yeah. I'm never getting hacked, right? And it just literally happened. Okay, we're gonna do our main countdown here. Sorry for that little pause, everybody. Two little breaks, our camera breaking, and then my account getting breached. Okay, main timer. We're gonna set it for an hour, and we're gonna pick up from where we left off yesterday. I should probably pull up pure ref. You may need that. Oh yeah, because we still have to do the wings. That's actually like a somewhat major thing. So for those who haven't seen a tarantula hawk, it's a pretty mean looking wasp-like creature. So if you're scared of bugs, please look away now, because in a matter of seconds, I'm going to be putting little guy up on the screen. 3, 2, 1, bam. Here's our guy. Little fly riding on the back, and I'm pretty sure he's eating a fly, or it could be just antenna natural to it. I'm not sure. The fact that the fly's on there is just kind of crazy. So we're going to do the legs, we're going to do the wings, and we're going to do the antenna. And will that last an hour? I'm not sure. And I don't think we're going to texture it this stream. We'll still decide to. But there's great opportunity for texture here, isn't there? So yeah, and then we also have this line, which is very important that we want to capture. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So yeah, let's start with the legs. We have 3 legs here. I'm just going to draw through the forms really quickly. We have this right here, this right here, and then yeah, this over here with a missing leg, in fact, which is sausage form, sausage form, sausage form. Cool. So we'll do just that. Fresh pen, yes, okay. So yeah, we have our literally kind of just down here. Now we could put it more in the thorax, and we probably should, but that would require us to make another one, so we're just going to go kind of halvesies, right? This one definitely goes over the abdomen over here. There's this line right here, and we make this kind of negative space that isn't totally visible, but it's there, trust me. So yeah, we're going to do that, and this is such a small sphere, I'm just gonna leave it be, and yeah, just trying to gauge its size, and it is about maybe, if this is half of it, this is half, a little bit above an 1/8 of the entire form. And yeah, we Probably sits a bit more back here because this meets off, so yeah, we'll do. Like so. And then that goes all the way to in front of the thorax. A bit above there, we have another sphere. I like the sphere technique, and you can kind of see them here too. So we have this. It's notably smaller as well. Let's see, yeah, it goes to pretty deep in the form, actually. Right here-ish. Making sure that makes sense if we do it right there. It's a bit smaller, but I think that's okay. And it definitely bends downwards like this, and then over here. Go down and then around. So we kind of cut in there on accident, but that's okay. And then over here, right before the ledge, that kind of happens, right? We're going to have our entire form. This one drops slightly lower than this one, so about right here-ish. And we're going to be a bit to the right. But let's worry about the main one first, which is going to be a bit more up here, I think. Down here. We do kind of go to the right, not really. I'm not going to stress about it. Cool. And yeah, this is the form looking at the side would be doing a normal sausage form kind of U, but we're looking at the U, so we'll go out a bit. But not a huge necessity, right? Cool. We have the shoulder here, kind of happening as part of the entire arm form that I think is happening right here, because we have this. So what we could actually do is we could put our here-ish, right? Yeah, because we have that little gap. That right here is perfect. We can add that form in there. And it kind of trails over, so we'll add that form in a second. And then we have the rest of what remains of the arm. Let's see, we have our dip right here, so it's actually meeting kind of at that dip behind it. And we go slightly above, kind of on level with this one actually, so we're about right here. Nice. And sausage form wise, I'd say we're more up, rolling down. Oh, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? Yeah, we need to be more up and down with the lines, no sidelines. Ew. Sidelines are the sidelines. Okay. And then we go up here. We definitely kind of breach downwards where this one is. In fact, we're practically on top of it. And then height-wise, we're about here on the eye, about here. There's this like shoulder thing. We're a little bit under the S curve right here, so yeah, we're looking pretty good. It's tripping me up because I don't see this yet, like I haven't reinforced that, so I'm thinking like this is the whole form, so like, oh, that's not too high, but it actually is. So yeah, we're about right here on the eye of that one. Cool. And then yeah, from here, I'm gonna do a sausage form that slightly intersects in there. Upgrade my posture here. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't the best line work in the world, but hey, we will get better as time goes on. Over here, we have this form, which sits just below the shoulder over here, and it goes out to about the edge right here. So we have the edge. Oh, that look. No, wait, I forgot we're sideways. Oops. Yeah, with this, that goes to the edge. About right here. Cool. And does that make sense here? If we went over and up, definitely. Actually, yeah, it's above. That's high. Jeez. Yeah, because it's above this. Almost made that mistake. So we're here, so that's reaching really far. I'll move it a bit closer because that's like a really big leap, but put it about right here. Go. And then we definitely have one of those like larger forms, so I definitely see us going like this, or actually more like this. That's what the gesture is telling me. So cool. And then yeah, it definitely has that like larger sphere in the center. We always make these too small too, so let's try to make this larger intuitively. So and it looks like it's larger in the back, so the form's kind of sitting right here and making that part larger. Cool. And this one lands practically over here. Oh wait, let's. Oh yeah, this one's. I mean, yikes, right? This one lands practically where it starts, in front of the form as well, and a bit past the S thing right here. So, we should have sent it a bit more back, shouldn't we? Yikes. It's okay though. We could have that cool form right there too. Anyways. We're onto this part of the leg now, which drops to this rung right here. Because we have plate 1, plate 2, plate 1, plate 2. We're still a distance out. Only a marginal amount though, right? We have this cool kind of polygonal negative space. So yeah, about right here. Cool. Quite long, right? Definitely has this the curve out and this the curve in. I got a bit thicker there, but that's okay. Okay, this one has it coming straight towards us, so it's actually gonna get larger. We're gonna try our best to do that right. Into that perspective. It's also landing a bit above the second rung. Right here, in front of us, and it's on the same level as that, so. Now I want to start small and then kind of get bigger, closer, but definitely getting this vibe. So we're gonna get from small to large. Feels like it's swinging towards us a bit, curving towards us. And then this one, we don't really have much to worry about. Then over here we have this several parter, which I'm going to draw in its entirety because I think it looks cool. So we're going to start over here again. We have our longer piece that we just did, which is going to have some really cool overlap once we draw that in, form-wise. And then we have this piece which goes down about this, but again, once again, it's still kind of following that thing to the right. So we do not have enough room for that leg, but that's okay. So we're going to kind of forcibly shorten it a bit. We get smaller. Wasn't much smaller, wasn't it? I'm gonna just try to tuck it into this corner and see what we can do. There we go. Like this over here. And curl back in. It's supposed to be much thinner too, but I kind of failed in that regard. This one is going out to the side, ends at the bottom of this. It's definitely kind of changed up right there because I felt like the gesture just needed to be different than this one. Yep, then we have these smaller ones that we'll try our best. This one's only about a third of this. We're gonna go a third down. And then I hate to do it, but we kind of just have to end it here. So. I'm gonna just do the final one. Oh, we also have these cool like pokies in the back of this one. Pokey. There we go. And then over here we kind of have the same feel. This one could actually kind of land in front of us. So we have this one, and then it gets shorter by only like a fourth of that one practically. So like this right here. Then another one. And then another one. Oh, I know. 1, 2. And we could the hand. These are a bit missized though. We did lose our size comparison. We'll do this one really towards us. This one coming side there. Very intense legs. I feel like this whole thing feels pretty unbalanced because you can't see this leg over here, which is a bit upsetting. And then you can only see this one over here. I don't think I totally nailed the posture. Oh wait, what's up? What's up? Hi Kavel, I'm your biggest fan. Can I get an autograph? I've been following you since the day that Dre drew Drinbox thing. What's up, Delano? How's it going? Man, I'm so sorry. What did you send this? 2 minutes ago? Okay. I'm not that bad. I can always tell when I'm focused because I just never respond. Hope all is well. Oh my gosh, 6 views? 2 can give 1 like. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Not have to do it. Do that. Hope you're having a good day so far, Delano. Hope your stuff you're working on yesterday means you're locked in for sure. So Delano, technically at this point, I'm finished with lesson 4. But because like if I included all my demos and stuff, I'm finished with lesson 4. But you know me, we're gonna keep doing it. Oh, someone else liked it. Thank you very much, whoever's watching. Thank you. You guys don't have to like the videos, but it definitely means a lot. And helps us get the video out to more people. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. But yeah, we're almost finished with lesson 4. If we submitted the demos, but I'm not going to, so we're about halfway technically. We still have to do a couple more textured ones, a couple more untextured ones. You commented and subscribed. Looks like Delano won. Maybe the mod gets a rise. Wait, a raise, not a rise. Dang it, that was a Freudian slip. Pretty good. It commented. You should do half demo and then half your stuff. Yeah, but also I want to do a lot more. Like I feel like the demo, I just don't like the concept of my hand being held. And so when it's more of my stuff, then it's, you know, more just me. But also to that point, the demo shows you not the right way to do it, but the best, a correct way of doing it, right? And so if I mess up on doing the correct way, I have obvious failures, and then they can correct, like they can easily critique obvious failures. So there's merits in submitting it both ways. Personally, I like just submitting it all my own stuff. And thank you so much. Thank you. Definitely means a lot from a lesson 5 hooligan such as yourself as well. I'll be back on your level, Delano, very soon. And it's my goal. We could give ourselves a deadline. We could say that before Italy, which is only a couple more streams, I think about 10 more streams, We'll try to do enough to finish. That means we can only do 5 more drawings if we do 2 drawings per stream, which technically is possible. Yeah, the demo shows if you understood the foundation. Exactly, yeah. We can do a queue soon, for sure. The fabled duo queue, right? But no, yeah. So I'm still gonna go for submitting, maybe if like, you know what? How about we just set a deadline and say, hey, we submit our lesson 4 stuff, before I go to Italy. I think that'd be very fun. I think that'd be extremely fun. Would force me to not submit perfect stuff too, right? Do it over and over again. Cool. We'll see how that turns out. But for now, let's return to our friend and do the wings, and then the antenna, and then the background legs, and then we're done for now. And we're actually going to just start doing another bug. If anyone has any bug suggestions in chat, please drop them. I've been doing a lot of wasps, let's be honest. We've been doing a lot of these like segmented thorax stuff. We could just do a June beetle or a ladybug. And while that seems simple, depending on how we add or subtract forms and do stuff like that, it can bring a whole new level to our experience, which would be awesome. Okay, so this will go off the page, but we can't really do that too well. Oh my gosh, I'm listening to a, it's called 2 Hours of Calm Film Photography in Japan. And there's music to it, and I keep hearing people talking, and I think they're outside my door. They're inside the walls. Okay, so this, the line raises slightly above the back, so we're actually going to go about up here. And it swings like this, kind of like straight up and away like this. We're going to kind of like so. Yeah, I drew this guy a little bit too big, but honestly, I like it. I think my larger constructions, while there's been much more proportion issues, have a lot better, someone write that down. It's kind of like what I learned in textures. When I did textures bigger, I had a lot more room to work with, and I liked it. Same thing here, when we do this bigger, sure, we may have some proportion issues because we have to kind of fit it all on the page, but you have a lot more better time working with 3D because you don't have to like squint, and every small mistake you make doesn't matter. It's like going from, you know, like classical physics to quantum physics, right? Like, you know, what is it? Not Kirchhoff's law. Ohm's law. Like Ohm's law, there's a micro and like a macro version of it. Why am I such a nerd, guys? Jesus. Anyways, we're gonna go over here. It goes underneath and then over, and then we see it. This actually goes back and over a bit. To the point I'm kind of looking like right here it gets its largest, so we have like this, so right here, and it definitely kind of covers the back, so we're gonna go like that. Then we're gonna go from here, then immediately kind of crush it back like this, and then and so like so. And then we have whatever's happening over here. I see it. It's definitely like we have the form over here that's trailing off of. I'm gonna focus on this line first that goes over here and curves downwards, right? So it goes out and it stays over for the majority of it, and then about where it starts turning over, we're gonna do that. So over here, it does a calm curve and then banks. So this calm curve and then banks. Yep. And then we have this form right here, and then we kind of go like this, and I should have curved earlier right there. And that goes like this. We have a curve, and then it goes here, and then gets straight, and then ends over here. So we have a calm curve, and then kind of gets straight, and then we end right over here. Cool. And then there's this, I like doing it, I'm not sure if it's correct or not. I like adding this extra line, because I'm not going to texture the wing right now, at least. So I like adding just this extra. There's a midway break to this video. I'm sorry, but I'm skipping through that. I don't care about Squarespace. I appreciate your video, though. I'm going to like it. There we go. I liked the video, so hopefully. Oh my gosh, we saw Rise yesterday, by the way. Rise jumped into the Discord, gave us some of the artwork he's been working on. Amazing stuff. Actually, like, he's seen a pretty notable improvement. And I'm very proud that he's had his own kind of prompt-a-thon. You're with us, Rise. If you're watching this anytime in the future, know that we're highly impressed and we can't wait for you to be out of the sea on your honeymoon and all that great stuff. Cool. Okay, let's do our antennae and then the background legs, and we're done. And we can pick our next thing. I want to do a June beetle because I've grown up with June beetles, but if anyone has a really fun suggestion in chat that isn't a wasp, I'm tired of wasps, please let me know. Could be another one of these kind of flies, or even a moth. Ooh. There are those fuzzy moths, but I feel like the fuzz kind of abstracts a lot of the body, and therefore, like, my construction wouldn't be the best. This is an interesting situation because we have very closed forms. So I'm going to do what the Uncomfy did that one time, which is we're going to do a line and then build it around this line, sausage form wise. Actually, no, this is big enough we can do it our own. And let's see, this meets about right here and ends right at the side of the eye. So yeah, perfect right there. So actually, yeah, I'm going to start with a line because it's just so long and it's hard to keep track. And it's like going towards us at the end. So we have like going out, going out, going out, coming towards us. Going out, going out, going out, going out. Oh, a bit wobbly at the hand because my hand was the table. Ooh, look how curly this one is though. Look at that. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to the side. We only end at practically the lowest point of the beak. It's about right here. And we don't go any further than that. And this one actually went really far out and we kind of messed that up. Oops. Anyways, so yeah. We're gonna go out and then curl around out by quite a bit, and it curls to its highest point, kind of the tip of the eye. So I'm gonna go out, curl, out, curl, back in like that. Cool. Yep. And so from here, our sphere that we have right here, we have this major sausage form that basically ends up going off of the face. Yeah, look at that. This was supposed to go this direction. Whoops, how did we mess that up so bad? Anyway, so yeah, we have this sausage form. Like so. And then we have a bunch trailing off of that. Let's get to this next one right here, which is our longest and goes past the face. And then we have a couple. I'm not going to keep count for too long. We're going to try our best to simulate it. I don't care for being too accurate here. We do want to simulate it burning and stuff, so that is quite important. They're going to overlap more, I think. Because they're bending towards us, or kind of like... And they're just getting smaller. And then... Cool. And then we have this cool shaped one. I'm going to kind of use my own creativity for. But we're going to... It has a soft back, but then it has like this kind of flared... like that at the end. I think that looks cool. Also, guys, I want to... You aren't my psychotherapists, right? But I've been having dreams recently that I go to Italy and I forget to draw. I don't... I get what it means. I'm probably just like deeply like scared of going to Italy, and I think it's just like I'm scared of not totally enjoying it and taking it all in. Hence why I'm like getting a nice camera, or not getting a nice camera, but upgrading my phone's camera and stuff like that. But still, it's just such a weird fear to have. But valid, I think. I just want to make sure, just as I did with Portugal, that I enjoy all of it as much as possible and capture all of it. Because that's the sad thing about both trips and human memory, is you'll forget it eventually. That's very sad to me. I don't want to. Okay. What else? Yeah, this head is much more turned than this one. We can kind of do what we did over here and actually kind of worked out. I didn't think about it too much, which means I need to slow down. Cool. Let's add some of these cool plates and then do a back leg or two. This one only goes to about the height of this one over here. So I'm actually going to do this one first. And it drops between these legs. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. How did we mess that up? Look at this huge gap right here. I didn't even notice that. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, we kind of got the negative space here pretty good, but it should have been wider. So yeah, that should have been to the left more. Jeez, yeah, how did we not notice that? Yikes. Ugh. Whatever. Pretty intense. Yeah, see, this one goes to, like I said, about right here. Be a bit under that, so a bit over here. I'm gonna do two. Actually, no, we'll only do one because it's abstracted mostly by that, but... quite small in the distance. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do... use that to kind of sell that that's a leg. We have this leg over here too. Cool. We do have the tongue, but I don't really want to draw it because I have no idea what's happening over here. Okay, let's do a plate. Kind of like... that. Like all these little muscles there. I think that's about it. I think this was a success. I'm still very unhappy with that gap right there. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Other than that though, it's very spread out and it does definitely look unbalanced because there's just a leg missing, because it's just somewhere off there. And I mean this one as well, but yeah, very cool. So let's do a quick... I mean, actually, our review yesterday kind of all encompassed this. There was one thing I think I either said in my head or actually said on stream. I said, quick, write that down. And I can't remember what it was. Was it something about the wing? Who knoweth? Anyways, success. Definitely what I'm going to keep. I'm very happy with it. Let's do a new bug. Oh, I just hit it. Oh, I just marked the page. No. I just like smited my camera stand with it and dented the page a bit. Unfortunate. But pause the timer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can sleep in tomorrow. Everybody, oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, I'll be right back. We're gonna pause the timer and then we're gonna choose a new Beetle. Be right back. We are back. Okay. Let's find... Actually, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new PureRef scene. Bam. How do you do it? Okay, that's text. Why is Control N text? Who is the developer at... Control K is new. That's ridiculous. Who's the dev at Pure Ref Studios? I don't actually know the name. They're like, yes, we need to make the most unhinged binds anyone's ever seen. Oh my gosh, it's perfectly centered. I was just trying to do that. Here, wait. This is now perfectly centered. Awesome. Anyways, what bug are we doing, guys? Let me look at the Drawbox informal demos. Because I think we've done way too many. There's a cricket, but I'm also just tired of like the explicit. And we did the Sternus era, so let's calm down, right? I do want to do a cricket in the future, though. Oh, here we go. This looks like some kind of beetle. Let's see. Beetles. Oh my gosh, did I stop the timer exactly at 30 minutes? That's very cool. So there's a dung beetle. Asiatic garden beetles. That looks pretty fun. Asiatic garden beetle. Is that what we consider a June bug? I think it is. Oh, there's a lot of forums going on with this guy underneath. Yawning. Maybe I didn't get as much sleep as I thought. I'm gonna try to find... The hardest part about these bugs isn't drawing them. No, it's finding good references. They're quite pretty guys. Little dudes. And they're not pretty. They're like just really looking. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this one, while seemingly simple, offers us a challenge. Let me see if I can find it. So I like this one a lot. I usually pick out several because if you look really closely, the center line runs just through the middle here, where you can see I just, yeah, so that's an option. Sorry, I kind of just got straight. Little guy, so sad. Anyways, this one looks pretty cool. They're very spotted. I never like understood that. Are these like hairs or are these actually like pores? I haven't the slightest idea. That's a picture I cannot use. They're a pair of very tantric beetles. Yes. Don't know what that is, or it is. I wouldn't recommend. This one's also quite interesting. This is not the same beetle. This is a Japanese beetle. Wow, geez, that's a crispy image. Because you have this form, and then you travel into the back. I like the kind of foreshorten for it. Because we would do a form on the inside like this. And then we would add this form going on the outside. And over here. And there's this part of my brain saying, oh, well, Cav, that's too easy, dude. And that may be a very true and valid concern. But if you continuously say, I won't approach things because they seem too easy, or I already know the solution, then you don't get any practice. Like, whenever you ever studied for like an exam or something, and you're like, oh, well, I don't need to study this. Like this one, I don't need to do this equation or this homework because I already know it despite never doing it before, right? We've never done a beetle like this before. And even if it is easy, then let's get better at it. I'm crazy at it, right? Yeah, I think this is a good beetle. Look at those little legs. What is he doing? Where are those legs up? Doing guy. I think this is pretty good though. Wait, what? What is this thumbnail? Stop this. It's time to bust this myth. Oh, love it. Yeah, that's I think all I can find that I would want to do, but there's plenty of good options over here. Oh, look at this one. This is just a very pretty one too. I really like the lighting here. In my Gmod maps and stuff, my personal ones that I made mostly, like the ones I never published, I really love this lighting, this very reflective morning blue. That's the best way I can describe it. In the last map I tried making, which I never finished, I tried so hard to get this like lighting in there, weeks on end. I like this one a lot, unorthodox, and you have the form over here, and you have like this cool form over here. Now the fuzz is in the way though, compared to this one, which is more turning of form. Who says we can't do both? See this as, because that one isn't Japanese beetle. Or is it? Could be. Japanese beetles. Okay. So these are Japanese beetles. That one up there is the Asiatic beetle. I'm not sure if that's the same, like different names, but so yeah, this is Japanese. And then we also will have, I just came up with one, I call them stink bugs. The brown marmorated stink bug. This is also an option I just came up with for the future. A very strange form, and I don't think it's too involved. This is what a stink bug looks like, for those who don't have them. Little guy. I never knew why they're called stink bugs, because I don't think they've ever made a smell that I know. But I could be wrong about that. They do look very silly, because like, look at this. Like, why they eyes up here? Like, dude, you cannot see behind yourself. You can only look to the right, and like, you lose half your vision. And you have a cephalothorax, so you have no neck to turn. All you can see is forward. You have to rotate on all axes. I'm such a hater of this poor little beetle right now. I'm sorry. Would this one be difficult, and why? What do I want to learn? And the turning of form is quite important. I like this one because I get some really fun forms to draw on the top. And I get to experiment with the turning of form. We have that. We have this. Really interesting form on the front of my fly. I think we'll do... Here, Delano, do you have any opinion in this? Which little guy should we do? Left or right? The Japanese beetle or the Asiatic beetle? If you are here. If not, it's... I mean... Take a quick sip of water. See if Delano's... I mean, we could do both eventually, too. Both have their opportunities. I have been doing a bunch of side profiles. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with this, because I'm not sure if Delano's here. Cool, so we'll get our three versions, our simple form construction, our additive form construction, and our negative spaces. Over here, let's pick a color that contrasts quite well. So do this. That's not the best contrast. I don't think orange would be any better. So purple it is. I think that's better, yeah. Cool. So let's keep it simple as we were kind of doing before. I think this is definitely the most central form. Actually, no, I don't think it's definitely that. Or definitely is the wrong word, right? Because I kind of like the one back here too. If we started with this. So let's weigh into our theory of the most I want the major axis to be going like this for this one. So actually no, well that's like one of the axes because we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, right? So I want something that kind of wraps around this. That makes sense. Yeah, I expect some like turning around here. I like that a bit. And then we have a little form over here. Stick it out too much. Oh, oh my gosh. And then this one, we're gonna experience a bit of a here, and that doesn't make much sense, does it? Imply that that form sits underneath it, so we would need something like this probably. Or an intersection. That means it's not too many, right? And then have something like this, like this. Oh, I like that. Can't forget that, yeah, it's gonna go in like so. Like the degree is still too high there. I'm like, this possibly? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Nice, nice. And over here, let's do our additive forms. Let's start thinking about that. So yeah, I'm seeing for the additive forms a lot of this guy. I mean, come on, this one's very blatant. We have like this plate right here, but all we're thinking of this is right. Just practically wearing a mask on top of the form right there. Like this. If we go up and then around, we have our eyes that we want to add on the side. So what we're gonna actually do, oh, this definitely goes out, that's interesting, but I think what we should do is this, and then this, and then add our eyes on the side. So look at this little guy, he's adorable. Cool. Nice. Actually, that. Nope. Cool. And then we have this form. Look, I wrote tons of this one. This one's gonna be very fun. So we have a little gap right here around the neck, which we can emphasize if we truly want, or we can even send this underneath this one. I think it's kind of cool if we did that. And then over here, we're gonna change the color like we did last time. We'll change this to a red. Yep, cool. This one's gonna sink under and go over here. That's gonna be probably our first most important line. We'll look up here real quick. There's something kind of happening underneath. Can't really see over there though. I'm kind of happy we chose this one. Cool. And then here we go around. I mean, yeah, this one's not too crazy. We have this form where we have this straight and then this little U shape right here, right? So we have this, so straight up, U, curl down because we're seeing the contour of the form, the silhouette of the form rather than the actual like straight part. And then same thing here, we're seeing a silhouette over here, and this we're seeing the straight cut off. Because like the actual silhouette could be here because it's turning around that, so we can't totally see that, right? Or even over here, depending on how circular it is, right? Because then we could be getting this shape. Cool. And then we're gonna go kind of just, it is a bit of a smoother curve up here, but something like this. I'm kind of seeing like this shape. I'll describe it. Yeah. This is interesting. I'm having a bit of difficulty visualizing this. I think that was actually quite right. But this, so round it hurts brain. Like the axis of these, major axis of these ellipses is a bit more instead of I'm doing it a lot like this instead of the off a bit. Like that. Nice. We'll return to our pink over here. Pink. And yeah, so kind of like, I can't remember which one it was, but we're gonna only worry about really the straight edge right here. And we could sink this form further into this too if we wanted, but anyways, all we're gonna worry about now. So straight edge, kind of going around straight edge. And then going back here. And we want to kind of follow back there. Too high. Being still a lot of this profile. Oh, intuitively, I actually want to bring it like here. We have straight, wrap around, straight, straight, wrap around, straight. See, I feel like this needs to be like, I'm gonna look through the form right now. Thinking this vibe from it, you know? Very strange. Well, let's try to estimate it the best we can instead of getting it perfect, right? So something like that. Rolling back there. See, that would make sense if it was going like this, but no, it's this plane over here. The seemingly easier option is quite an easy, difficult playground to mess with, right? Hmm. I think there's actually some more to it. Huh. I'm starting to see it now. I think that's pretty solid. Oh, but I feel like, oh no, this is technically obsessive. Leave me alone. My main issue is if we did like, okay, that actually still, I'm testing right here that the actual center of these seem to be this. For this form, you'd want like, it is turning away from us, so that this will be a larger degree. I know, this is technically obsessed, I'm just curious. Degree is increasing, so that's what causes this weird little well, this should also be now because it decreased. We'll see it follow this. You know, this one seems a bit too packed. I kind of look at it only constructional. And again, how true is that? Because now this fits pretty dang well for that. Not perfectly. Perfect is relatively. Interest. Oh, I never started my timer back up again. Whoop. Well, let's try our best. Cool. So yeah, we have that. I'm pretty happy with that regardless. I think these forms are still somewhat accurate. Yep, and then over here. There aren't really many negative spaces that I'm worried about here. Trying to not do what happened with that other leg though, that was just unfortunate. There's definitely this area, but cool. Okay, so looks like we're ready. Let's do some practice ellipses and then get to it. I don't know why I'm so sore today. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, I still have to work out today. I completely forgot. Ah, I'm tired. Whatever. Let's do it. Let me get a quick sip of water. Already. I hit my mic too, and my mic didn't pick it up. Thanks, Limiter. And I'm almost done with my, how many pages is it? My 500-page pack of paper since we started Dropbox a year ago. That's gonna be a fun day whenever I think I have like literally a majority of the pages. Some I've had to throw away because they've just gotten like so messed up for me like drawing on it like as a background and stuff, or like sometimes I use the paper as like a sheet to clear off the eraser shavings like a dustpan, but yeah, cool. Okay, so form wise, this guy is very square. We'll do a composition of this guy, right? Like a quick if this is the page region that we have to worry about. Cool. Bit higher than that, right? Cool. So yeah, that's kind of what we want to do here. Is have this one in the center and not break the fourth with the head over there. So we still have room for the head, but we also have room to accurately depict the leg. Cool. So yeah, this does mean though that this has to be a bit smaller because if this is about, I'd say a fourth, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, right. Then this takes up almost 2 of those alone. So this has to be a little bit less than a fourth of our page. Rotated only slightly to the left axis wise. And I'm gonna start with the main body because I think that's the most central form, most important one to draw first. And we're kind of testing our most central form theory. So yeah, a fourth, if this is a half, then this is a fourth. So somewhat smaller than this. And this is somewhat the middle. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of our range, right? We're only slightly oriented to the left, a larger degree. I did say I would do like a quick test, right? We haven't touched the page in a bit. Do you want to ghost a bit? That's definitely way too large. Very good. That would have been, I mean, it's a bit lopsided, but that works. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. I apologize. Yeah, here's our middle. We want to just be a bit rotated to left, not crazy amount. Even though the leg goes back there, I'm gonna try to give very cool. Now we have this, oh, I'm kind of cheating by looking at this, don't we? Okay, not cheating, really, but I want to do it more in my head, right? So yeah, we have this form, then over here we have this form, definitely smaller than it. Definitely pretty spherical. Let's see, if this one exists like this, then it's going to be about half-half. We're going to see about half of it right here as well. Suddenly chose something a bit smaller. Our forms will make up for it, right? We have that. Liking the motion right here, liking the motion. And I think we decided on a smaller, yeah, okay, this ellipse right here. That really is inset right there. Something like that, but I'm not entirely confident. Because yeah, the like wrap around like that. We'd be larger. Kind of cheating, looking down a bit. Oh yeah, you guys can't even see my. Man, I just messed all this up. There we go. Yeah, because if you look at it, this is all kind of the same level, so we don't really want to go lower. So we do want it to be a bit more right here. Cool. I think that was a bit small in all honesty, but we can work off of that, right? We can add a form that kind of bridges these. We just need to like touch this and go over it, right? Cool. I think this was a pretty solid start. So yeah, what I'm going to worry about now is actually the contours of these. I'm kind of cheating by instinctively looking down there. Lock it in. We're locking in this, unless we need to like zoom in more. Cool. So yeah, this, I want to start with this one kind of because we're going here. This, actually, we're going to start with this one. I think this one is so telling because we're going like, actually even further like that. Not that high, but still a lot of the... I think that's pretty decent. I think it's even a thinner ellipse than that, but whatever. And this one we're really seeing a turn, right? In front of us. Actually, it's still pretty... Oh, this is definitely much... on. I don't agree with that. I feel like it should have been a much smaller degree. Whatever. At the end of the world. And then this one. Cool. Okay, now we have to start with our forms that we choose to add here. So we have our additive forms that we talked about. Let's start with this, I guess, base plate. What I'm actually going to do as well is we're going to time at night. That's very interesting. People in the VOD will still be able to see this, but that's why does my internet go out around the same time every night? It's very strange. Interesting. So yeah, because our forms are going to be additive, right? We're going on the outside of this and then curling around. If we're going on the outside of this and we know this one meets, we kind of want to at least do the outline of that. Or at least know what we want. They're trying to stop the grind, I know, right? Too bad they can't shut off the internet for my paper. And it's a flat kind of thing right here too. And then we curl around the form, and then we stop right here, and we're gonna have, well, I like to say like this, and then this one kind of goes over that as well. So yeah, what we can actually do right here. Trying to think of the intersection that's happening right here. Because if we go in and we stop right there, that would suggest that this form is lower than this one. And that means it would be... Since this form is larger, it would just be a contour of this one, I believe. It would be going around... kind of stopping over here. Yeah, it would be some variation of this. Cool, interesting. Oh, it should be curling though. We're still going down. Whatever. Okay. Ink won't fix more of that, right? Anyways. Ugh. Really easy to lose your brain with all that stuff. It's so much to think about. Okay. So over here, yeah, we're going to see the form kind of go over this. We're going to have this plane out. Something like this out. I just don't want to overdo it, which is why I want to start with this one, but it's like a bit recursive in the fact that you're like, you do this one to do that one, but you have to do that one, like the back one. I don't want to start with the back one. Oh wait, we messed up. Oh dang it, we made a huge mistake. These are the same level. Like they're the same size. I just said right here that this one bends above it, but it doesn't. No, dang it. That's a huge mistake. That's a objectively false decision. So yeah, basically what we did, I'm gonna write on top of this, sorry guys, is what I said is instead of the beetle being more like this, something like this, I said he was like this. So I said there was, you know, an intersection happening. Oh, and also, yeah, my contour curve was just not correct. Like this, right? And this one was somewhat correct. But yeah, this is not happening. That's what I said right here. So don't do that. Interesting. I can't believe I didn't even see that, but there you go, right? The more you know. Hit that one again. With a bit more foresight. Maybe a tiny bit more sparkling water in my system. Drink water, everybody. It's good stuff. Cool. So, we're gonna hit this one again. Looking at our guy a tiny bit more. Remembering our form in the center. Slightly rotated to the left. We want so this and then half of that. Probably a bit smaller as well. There are bounds. And yeah, we'll rotate to the left, back a bit. Nice. Perfect. I think that was pretty good. I almost tempted to start with that ellipse. Let's see, last time I was actually happy the back ellipse was the middle one. That was a bit so yeah, this one, our form is here. Our form follows, still a bit deeper. And this one is no lower than those two. So yeah, this one still goes a bit deeper. Front. That overlaps a majority, right? Because if we have this right here, what's happening? Mine's actually a bit stubby, so it's gonna be a bit more like this. That means this one, we need to still be a majority of the size, not that much smaller. Despite my line work, I think that one was still pretty good. Cool. And then finally, we want our little form. Remember, we want this one to be still pretty big because we have this right here that we just drew. And so maybe almost half of it we're going to do for the head. Remember, we're not going any lower than this, right? In fact, we may be picking up a tiny bit. And we're going to be doing an ellipse kind of in this direction. Yeah. This was right here. Being right there on it. And then, yeah, it doesn't really go any lower than that. Only a tiny bit, actually, so. Be going from here, almost like this. That is pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. Pretty happy with that. Cool, yeah. So, and now we want to just sell this, right? So, we have this smaller ellipse right here going around our form. I feel like I did this one a bit too small because because of the legs, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this one's rotating back away from us. Actually, you can kind of see it trailing over there. It's such a weird perspective. Just trying to feel it out, you know? Because intuitively, I feel like the more narrow degree. You see it curl so much right there. And that's assuming this entire thing is an ellipse. Which technically it could not be, right? Do we see a lot of this form? It's gonna be... I still see the major axis going like this. So if this one ends a bit past that, so... It's still... Oh, no, 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 no. All that overthinking. Oh, yikes. No. Hmm. Yeah, because that makes our... Oh, look how big that makes the degree. I don't want to do this again. Oh. Let's try to correct it and see if we can get away with that, but I really don't think we can. I think that's infinitely better, and I didn't even have to try for that one. Ugh. What does that say? What did we learn there? Yeah, that is like it. And this one, last time we were a bit upset because we wanted it to also be a smaller degree. We have this. We're looking for this. I still feel like it should be like this, though. We've kind of given up. Yeah, see? Why is it the instant... I guess we should stop worrying about trying to, like, whenever we have, whenever we have ellipses, I know intuitively that any ellipse in here... I should say sphere, sorry. This is an exact contour line around it, so long, you know, as it shares the same center. But I guess in this case, while these are ellipses in some way, we do kind of have to surrender to what we call a center line, because like intuitively, this just makes no sense. Intuitively. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, that just doesn't make any sense compared to this as well, right? Because it's assuming everything is a perfectly aligned thing, but look how different these two are. Yet that one felt better. Interesting. Okay, let's give it another shot. Come on. Back on the horse. Now, I don't want to keep doing these. Like, I'm not trying to be a perfectionist. This is just legitimate. I guess the lesson learned today, and we're going to try to prove that right here, is really trying to, like, over and over again think about that contour line, or trying to nail it in reality. Maybe you have to surrender to the, whatever it's called a bit. It's the not the medium, but the actual form you're trying to capture. I don't know, because that goes against the other thing I talked about the other day, which was try to, you know, not really draw what's on there exactly, try to draw. So yeah, I guess we should construct it properly. We should try to maintain that correct 3D ratio. Let's make this one a tiny bit larger than the rest. Very good. Gives us a lot to work with right there. It's a bit larger too. I'd say that was well under a quarter too, so. Okay, we have our sphere in front. Practically the same size as all of it, right? We have this. Happening. And then this is taking up the majority of it. The majority of it, it's being intersected a lot by it, right? Okay, don't overthink it, Cav. Okay. So, we have this form right here. This form right here. It's a bit large, but our forms can fix that up. Oh. And then finally, our little form in front. Let's do it, come on. Solid, okay. Come on, let's do this, guys. We got this. We win these. Rotating back and away. Solid. Let's go. That was actually really good. I'm happy about that. Okay, come on. Keep it up. Let's keep it up. Come on. I'm hyping myself up right now. We don't want that much of a bend too, because we want these to meet. So we want this one to actually not bend back down. Or kind of climb up to it, which means this side is already a bit too high. Interesting. That means this should have been a bit lower. Or we could just add really large forms, which I think is the solution to that. Yeah, we don't want to curve too much. It's a bit rough. Should have been a bit higher. We can still salvage this. I think we're good. I think that's pretty good. Okay, guys. Not the best. There's definitely errors here, but I think yeah, this is definitely like a bit off, but we're gonna ignore it for now because it's not like that crucial at this point because we have that nailed down and we have this one nailed down. So now we want to focus on our additive forms. I'm not gonna... I am tempted to do this, but I'm more worried about the additive forms. And this one you can actually kind of see go over here, which is interesting. But yeah, so now what I want to focus about is getting this like overhang going. Because once we have that, we're going to hang it off a bit and even give us a bit of room to do this. And this one's going to go out. And then this one curls in right here. And then goes over here. And then meets with the form and goes in. So we have this out, curl, meets in, over here, goes back. Then we meet over here. So I kind of want to start right here, because we'll still have room to add our form, yep. And if we do that, even if the eye's right here, we'll still have a good gap, because we want that curl in. So yeah, we'll start right here. And yeah, we're going to have a straight back and then curl around. Straight back here, and then have a bit of a smooth curl around right here. And then we're going to climb up. Because we're kind of contrasting the form that's going to be over here. Is making this V shape almost. And climb up straight, kind of. Very narrow. We do want to meet the entire like plane of this. We're going to go like here. YouTube cut off my music. No, give it back. Nice. Oh, someone else liked the video. Thank you very much. Man, people do not have to do this. Thank you, guys. Okay, come on. Let's do it for the 3 likes. Okay, yeah. Where's my PRF? I kind of want to get this form done and then call it a night. Because we have been drawing over time. So that means if we go over here, we're going to kind of curl up this corner. And we'll kind of do a straight-ish and then round. Around is going to dip here and then go back out. Not a lot, so curl, dip. Trying to make sure we're obeying the form here. This. Do Ooh, the dip. Fill a shout out. And then do a kind of going around the form, boom, and then we're cutting off about right here, and then we're getting really onto the form like that. So we get over here. Cool. Okay, so other than that, we have this somewhat straight curl, jump. So somewhat, oh yikes, okay, well, somewhat straight curl, and then we want to travel along it pretty straight though, and then we're gonna have a jump and then dip. We want to make this jump seem kind of flat-ish in terms of like we're going like this. Nice, that was pretty good. And then we want to curl around the form here. We're still going around it, right? Trying to sell that idea. And then cool. And then we're gonna kind of have this narrow feeling to that. Being really close. Cool. Yeah, and we kind of dance around the form over here. So this. We have this shape and over here. Cool. Really like that. Then we're gonna leave it here. I'm very tempted to keep going, but we're gonna leave it here. Looks very simple, looks very silly and small. I think we did do it a tiny bit too small. Ironically, talking about earlier, about how happy we were with like the larger forms. Very goofy of us. Yeah, look at that. I'm kind of tempted now to make this larger. Our math said a fourth though. I guess that's a tiny bit smaller than a fourth, isn't it? Maybe our math was wrong, or I was just reading it wrong. Interesting. Anyways, I'm just a bit worried about fitting the rest of the form here and making it look convincing. Because now we have this, right? We're going to travel alongside that and go around. So that will work. Then over here we have this one. We're gonna actually get pretty close to it, and then we want a flatter end right there. And how do we achieve that? We will have like an extra space right here, or we can cut through the form, which I think is the more realistic option because it has a very flat top to it. So I think cutting through the form right there may be a good option. So let's talk about what we did today. Quick review. Pull up a high-tech key. Cool. So we'll use both sides of the page, why not? So this is lesson 4 as we corrected yesterday. Slash this is both the wasp, but I'm gonna mainly just call it the Japanese beetle. Oh, no, this is 7th. Stream what stream is this? 147. Okay, cool. Cool. So today, man, I feel like we had a lot of great insights, just didn't remember a lot of them. Let's see, over here. Yeah, so this was... Oh man, this one was really good. Why did I draw on top of this one? This one could have probably worked well. Oh, it's just because that intersection. Dang. Oh, now I really want to make it bigger, because look how small this is compared to that. This is so tiny. I want to make him bigger. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I just don't want to draw it for an 8th time. Like, not even a, like a perfectionism way. I'm just tired of redrawing this guy. Anyways. So yeah. Beware, just like, yeah. I mean, this is kind of obvious, but it is a correction or like a review thing I want to talk about today, which is be careful of your intersections, right? Intersections define space. Oh, we could have even drawn on top of it. It would have been fine. Dang it, Cav. Whatever. Okay. So yeah. Intersections. Define spatial relationships. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Think ahead. That was so silly of us. Yeah, what else did we do wrong today? Do wrong? That sounds so mean. Don't overthink. That's been our main thing. Like, overthinking. Leads to bad penmanship. That's my hypothesis. Sometimes you yeah, like sometimes as an addendum to that, you have to submit to intuition. Can't logic through everything. Sometimes, mostly. Oh, I really want to make this larger, guys. We'll decide at the beginning of tomorrow if I want to do that. Just don't want to spend 80 years on this guy. Yeah, because even if the leg is, let's see, the size of the body, we still have plenty of room. There may be a tiny bit of a lie. We won't redo it. We'll stick with it. Cool. So yeah, submit to intuition. These are all questionable. I don't want to tell people to submit to intuition because sometimes we really have to think through things, right? That's very important. Also, yeah, this needs to go down a lot. That's way too high. Look at that. We're gonna leave that there because that's a simple, logical, mechanical error that doesn't ruin our drawing. It will be mentioned on our critique, but that's the thing. Like, I don't want to see it on my critique. I already learned my lesson, but that's fine. And this was definitely one of those. Or it's basically like construction takes precedence over reference. You gotta care more about your reference than anything. Been drowning much work I haven't been able to draw. No! You got it though, Lilano. You'll destroy all of it tonight and you'll be able to draw. Also need a head start, right? But no, you got it, man. Best of luck, and I'm sorry you had to deal with all that nasty schoolwork. I think that's about it. Penmanship is a bit iffy, but also I think it's just because it's a smaller form, right? And then again, my penmanship isn't awful, but there's just little breaks in the lines that I don't necessarily appreciate. That's definitely should have gone through the form, though. I was so dedicated to that. I mean, actually, we'll kind of be able to cover it up with this new form that we had tomorrow. Oh, yeah, draw larger. Despite proportions spilling out of the page. Because sometimes, I mean, let's be honest, when I draw larger, I mean, not even sometimes, I mean, that's kind of a fact. Sometimes, if you draw larger, there's a very real chance that if you don't proportion everything out correctly, you will have things that go to the edge of the page. Interesting. Anyways, successful day today. We have a plan, and we want to try to submit lesson 4 before I go to Italy. Will that be possible? I don't know, but we're really going to try our best, right? Anyways, with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's all pray for Delano. Hopefully he gets his work done soon. His teacher lets up and he's able to draw some. Shoot. Yeah, we're not gonna, oh wow. That shook my camera. I like hit my feet on the ground. But we will not be able to stream tomorrow, Wednesday, and it's iffy on July 4th, Independence Day. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'll try to keep you guys updated, but we're not doing it tomorrow. Since I'm so dedicated though to finishing lesson 4, I may work on this tomorrow though, in my free time. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, because I have the morning. So we'll see. Anyways, I just don't like doing it without you guys. I want to show the whole process. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. My throat hurts. I think I've been talking too much. With that being said, thank you everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking the video, guys. Don't have to do that, and yet you still choose to. So thank you. And I can't wait to see you guys maybe on Thursday, if not Friday. Bye for now. Also, yeah, last stream I forgot to like go to this, and I just ended it instantly. Bye.